Honorable members of selection panel, it's a great pleasure for me to be here. I am Salome Tsereteli, a representative of Generation of Freedom. I am speaking here as a member of generation of young people who was born in free, democratic and liberal country of Georgia. Therefore, I feel the responsibility of such a privilege. Such a young democracy like Georgia, which has gained its independence from Soviet Union 30 years ago and gone through many difficulties on the way of building strong, independent statehood, like civil war, the annexation of Georgia, poverty, unemployment, instability. Even though Georgia gained its independence, building strong, accountable institutions and systems are still the main challenges for our generations. Moreover, maintaining freedom and stability has not turned out to be an easy task for our generation. In 2008, an 11-year-old girl who was full of joy and naivety faced the reality of war. Her childhood ended when Georgia-Russia war broke out, when she saw the suffering of people and felt fear. This girl survived, has grown up, and now stands in front of you. I'm here to be the voice of young people who face significant challenges in our societies. I'm working with ethnic minorities for the last 5 years. Despite the fact that ethnic minorities have lived in Georgia for centuries, they are facing a lot of challenges in our society. They do not participate equally and fully in our civic and political life. Linguistic barrier, cultural differences, and exclusion are the challenges facing ethnic minorities. Women from these certain groups are facing even more problems. In most cases, they are forced to start a family at an early age. They are not given full education and they become victims of violence. Even although everyone is equal at constitutional level in Georgia, we see that certain groups are not fully integrated in our society and do not enjoy public benefits. The situation in the occupied regions of Georgia is much worse and more tragic. I always aimed to somehow contact young people from the occupied region, and fortunately I managed that, and now I have a lot of friends from Abkhazia and Tskhinvali region. Communities in these two regions are cut off from the outside world, and during pandemic this situation became much complicated. While conducting research in these two regions, I have found out that young people from occupied regions do not trust Georgians. They have all stereotypes about the rest of the world. And unfortunately, they are victims of anti-Western propaganda. For us, it is vital and essential to build bridges between our communities, between Georgian, Abkhazian, and Ossetian communities, in order to avoid in the future war or conflicts. Based on the problems presented so far, I strongly believe that SDG 16, which includes promote just peaceful and inclusive society, is vital for Georgia. I remember when I first started working with ethnic minorities and contributing to solving in their problems. I remember their reaction. Why are you wasting your time? It makes no sense. Nothing will change. When I first tried to contact with young people from occupied region, their reaction was the same. Why are you wasting your time? No one listens. Nothing will change. When I started advocating students during pandemic, students who dropped out universities due to pandemic and economical crisis in our country, their reaction unfortunately was the same. Why are you doing this? No one help us, nothing will change. I would like to proudly say, even though among them, I have seen young people who are believers and change makers, with whom we have gained a lot of success in our community. And now, I am standing here, and I came here to be the voice of Arda from Abkhazia region, who has limited movement and property rights due to occupation. I came here to be the voice of 13-year-old girl, Aisha, who is waiting her groom and has no power to resist the old traditions. I came here to be the voice of Aram, an Armenian boy born and raised in Georgia, who is the victim of ethnic discrimination in our society. These are the young people the world needs to listen to, because I strongly believe it is essential to deal with local problems in every country in order to gain global stability and peace. Thank you very much.